So, here's a story. After returning from my mum's, I tried to think of things that I've always wanted to do in my life but never achieved before. Fishing, surprisingly, was chief on the list. So I had to look through my Rolodex and message my old friend and co-worker Martin, asking if he would take me along for one of his fishing trips in return for internet stardom. And he kindly agreed. So join me, the owner of the world's largest nipple, as we grab our tackle and bait our rods. Let's go, shall we? It was during that weird heatwave we had in the middle of September, an Indian summer as people call it, when I journeyed to the Norfolk Broads in the town of Wroxham.
We are now approaching Clifton and Wroxham.
Hey guys, what you doing?
There's rather a lot of those.
Yeah.
Now they've obviously paired up because, having said that, they both the males have quite a bulbous
That's
part
right, yeah.
above their beak.
And they've both got it, haven't they?
Yeah, maybe they're.
Who
Who knows? I don't know.
Let's not make any judgments.
No, this is it. We live in the year we live in. Swans want to do that sort of thing.
Yeah, more power to them.
Round the corner here, because of course public access, they get fed. But you get this group of them, and I think what they are is that they're all swans up to about 3 years of age, which apparently they don't pair up till they get to about 3.
Oh, I see, right, okay.
So you'll see the grey cygnets.
Yeah. When you said a lot, I wasn't really expecting this magnitude.
It's quite funny because when they all group together and someone's feeding them, their necks and beaks go up and down almost in symphony. It's quite hypnotic in a way.
Do you know what these grey geese are? Because we had some of them at the pit as well.
They're grey lag geese.
Grey lag geese, okay.
See, that's the thing. As a byproduct of coming up here as a child, I came away with knowing the rudimentary of how to steer one of these things and tie it up more, not part, and also all the names of the birds.
Amazing. And after a brief stroll through town, he took me towards the houseboat he was renting for the week, so we might have a quick lunch before he endeavoured to teach someone who had never touched a fishing rod before to catch a fish in only a couple of hours. Lovely. It's beautiful.
This has been my home for the week.
Yeah.
And I don't know about this particular houseboat, but certainly this location, I was here in 81, 82.
Really?
And 1979 prior to that. It's not very adventurous, is it? Coming back to the same place.
It's a little bit adventurous. I've never been on a houseboat before. I donned some gigantic waterproof gear that I borrowed from Dad, obviously, and mentally prepared myself for this mission.
I'll get in and untie the front.
Okay.
And then you can untie the back. And I'll launch us.
I'm ready, I think.
I'll hold it.
Ready?
That's it.
Oh wait. He took me on a blissful dinghy ride past the other houseboats full of sunbathing seniors to a nice secluded patch where he could teach me the basics of fishing.
We might get away with just tying up the bow, but if needs be I can always put that mud weight down to if we swing around too much.
Got it.
I could collapse these in half because they'd be easier to manage with the two of us in the boat.
Roger that.
True of ours, you're right-handed.
Yes.
Right. So hold the rod between the middle fingers.
Yep.
Around the stem of the reel. That's it.
Right. So do I need to do anything to adjust it now? Or?
Yeah, just turn the handle to get the rotor up
Right.
to your knuckle. Yes, that's it. Now,
I'll just turn it again. Or...
yeah, take that finger and hook it round the line. I'll do it. Do it again. All right, we'll get there eventually. There. That's a nice position.
All right.
Now you just want to tease a little bit of line out, give you a little bit more of a drop. It will cast smoother then. Right. Hook the line again. Fold the bail arm over.
Which one? Oh, that.
Yep.
Over that side?
That's it. Okay. And just take it slightly over your shoulder. Watch the line as you do it so that it doesn't wrap around the rod. And then just give it a flick.
Oh, is that too little?
Oh, sorry, it's my fault. Let go of that finger.
Oh, I see. Right. Oh no.
When you cast out.
Okay.
So click, turn the handle. The bail arm will come over or push it over.
Turns out, not only is he an expert fisherman with decades of experience, not that you can tell by his youthful demeanour, he is also a licensed fishing instructor. And by the second cast, it was already clear that I was a natural.
So at this distance, if a fish was to bite, what would be more important, reeling it or doing the...
Well, first of all, you just set the hook, and then
and
gently,
that's just flicking
gently
it up,
reel
is
it in. If you don't want it to sort of water ski, just gently bring it in.
However, it soon became clear that the fish were not biting in this area, so we set course to somewhere nearby where the current bisected our path, and my real trial was due to begin. But I was strangely nervous. All I wanted was to catch one single fish, and Martin had promised me a lollipop if I managed it, which is honestly all the motivation I need to do anything really.
I'm worried about hitting you in the head. Should I go from...
I mean, you can cast over your left shoulder if you want to be really clever. So position the rotor by your finger. That's it. And then just watch the float, and I'll tell you when to strike. Yeah, sorry, you're going to get dust in your face.
That's alright.
Yeah, they are haze. Right. You go slowly, gently. Right, there you go. First fish.
I got me a fish! Yeah. Look at that beast.
Just lower it back into the water while
Hello fishy, I'm really sorry.
I need a tool to sort it out. Right, Okay. You want to swing it towards me. I'm just going to dip my hand. Get it wet. Right, drop the rod tip. And just slide the score rod to the line.
What?
Down to the shank of the hook.
Oh.
And that's a roach. And we just gently put him back in. Congratulations.
Thanks so much. I wasn't expecting that.
Right. I'll put some more bait on and we can catch another one.
Bloody hell. I'll be honest, I wasn't really sure what I was doing when I reeled in. That was just...
I feel a great weight has come off my head now.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure what I was doing when I pulled it in. It just panic took over.
Yes, you look like you were sort of 8 years old again then.
I felt it.
Right, so
Right.
remember everything I told you about casting?
Look at that. And the motivation bloody worked too. After only my second or third cast, I landed myself a roach, and it would be the first of many.
You've done well, because this is not a difficult place, this is not an easy place to fish. As I said, it's a wild water. It haven't been artificially created with a disproportionate stock of fish, and you've got the wind to contend with, the current. Something's tapping that now. You see there's a couple of millimetre below the fluorescent tip of the darker colour,
Okay.
and every now and again that sort of disappears. Something's just having a bit of a nibble.
Oh yeah.
Follow the line. That's it. If you swing the rod slightly and follow, this is what we call a trot.
Okay.
The float is running with the current.
Right.
So if it will just stop that bow from forming a little bit, just long enough. We don't need it to be out there long just for a fish to find it. So, right, give it a little flick, strike. Gently, 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 gently. That's it.
Bloody hell. That's number 2. Dip in the water.
Pull some line off for me. That's it. Like that. No, that
Oh,
you're winding.
okay.
Pull it off. Right, now swing it towards me. That's it.
Oh, sorry.
Now drop the rod down. Another roach.
Another roach. Woo!
You can see that the mess they make of the maggot.
Yeah, great.
Was they've got teeth in their throat.
Oh.
Pharyngeal teeth. So anything that goes down there goes. Some fish, such as pike, will have teeth in their mouth.
Yeah.
More like we had. That's brilliant. That's just where we want to be. Right, bail arm over, wind in the slack, and just flick the line like that. See that?
Oh, yeah,
where
of course, yeah.
that lifts it off, and then wind in the slack. Throw it back up again.
Come on, baby.
Come to strikes. You want to strike in that direction. Right, go. Gently, gently, gently. Don't we?
Oh, I think I lost it.
The 8-year-old has caught his first fish. We've got to grow up a bit now.
That's right, yeah.
Is there anywhere on your bucket list that you'd absolutely love to try fishing?
Me?
Anywhere in the world, yeah.
Well, lots of places, yeah. I guess I'd like to go somewhere quite remote.
How about the Amazon?
And yeah, well, a friend of mine flies to the Falklands once or twice a year with his
Oh, yeah.
job. And that would be quite, because like we were discussing earlier on, that sort of history now in my lifetime, where I could do a walking tour of the Falklands battlefields.
Yeah.
And there's sea trout there, but it's very expensive. You have to get a flight on a RAF plane.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Oh.
He just gave a concussion.
Yeah, knock him out. They're quite hardy creatures,
Yeah.
I feel. they couldn't survive in this environment if they weren't. But
That's true, yeah.
maybe being knocked about on the side of a dinghy doesn't include.
Probably not.
Just pop them back in there.
Was that another roadshow? That seemed
Yes.
different. Or was it? Well, it didn't float back up to the surface, so that's good.
So he will grow to a size where he will eat the other fish that you've been catching.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Right, so if you,
You
drop the rod tip down.
Really feel the difference between that perch and the other
Yeah,
roach.
they're quite aggressive. They'll scrap and fight back.
After relishing my victory and newfound mastery of the sport, we had a quick boat ride around where some sunken ruins still lay. We returned to the houseboat and I was relieved to see it wasn't a euphemism and there was an actual lollipop waiting for me, and after slurping it down, there was still a couple of hours to kill before my return train, so we had a very peaceful walk around the Broads. I don't think either of us were expecting me to get it that quickly, honestly, which can only be testament to Martin's skill, and I've promised him if he ever sets up private lessons for fishing, I will advertise his website here, if he ever does that. He may be as deaf as a kumquat, but the man is highly skilled and he really knows his stuff, and I really appreciate him bringing me out. Overall, a successful day. To summarise, there were 4 fish caught by Chris. Times I got the fishing hook stuck in my thumb, just the once, and amount of swans huddling together in one place, like 70,000 or something, there were so many. Tune in next time for when I strike out west, away from England once more.